a jolly swagman who can't buy a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree. And he sang as he watched and waited till his belly boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me.
In the early 90s, Thailand really led the way with spas. This country was doing it first. And this country now, of course, has had a lot of experience with spas. I believe we're still leading the way. But maybe Mr. Andrew Jacka, the director of Horwath Spa Consulting Co Limited, will have a different view. Welcome back to the program.
Good morning. Thank you. Delight to be here.
Don't you think we lead the way?
Absolutely.
I'm glad we agree.
The statistics actually prove that out. Okay.
Isn't that good?
Statistically, Thailand rates as number 14 in the world in terms of the number of spas that we have.
Yeah, but that's only the number.
Right. We rate as number 18 as the revenue that we generate in terms of the world spa market.
Yes.
Right. And we rate as number 7 in the world in terms of the number of people that we employ.
It's a wonderful record, isn't it?
Absolutely. Right. And it's growing all the time. I mean, you know, the industry, I mean, this whole economic challenge, shall I say, that we've been through,
yes,
or are going through still, has given the industry the opportunity to refocus a little bit, right? One of the things that we've been criticised for is that we've been totally catering to the luxury pampering market.
Well, you were.
Right? Okay. We've now, as an industry, we've evolved, right? We've moved. I mean, we still cater to that, and we will always cater to that.
Of course, because
right?
we've had the best.
We will continue. Now it's moving into and realizing that we can cater to the middle market as well. And it's much more than just pampering. It's a whole lifestyle element that's there now.
When you say the middle market, you mean the local middle market as well as the global middle market, don't you?
Exactly, both. But obviously here in Thailand, because our market has been so reliant on the foreign tourist, now is the opportunity for us to get creative with our marketing, which is something that through the Thai Spa Association we did earlier in the year when we had our Happy Sparring 2009 promotion, when for 3 months we were offering participating spas, we're offering a 50% discount, which proved to be very successful,
was
obviously.
It?
And really grew the industry in that middle market. So it was very successful for us.
Where do you see the major difference between upmarket and middle market?
Upmarket and middle market, it's just...
Well, is it the accommodation, or is it the treatments, or is it the ambience, or is it the food?
Well, ultimately in the spas, a lot of the therapists, the base training is done in the same sort of places like Wat Po, where they learn the basis of the industry. It's the heart and soul of the industry.
Wat Po is still the heart and soul, is it?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, there is other training schools that train in other skills, and they also train in Thai massage and the basic Thai skills. But Wat Po continues to be the heart and soul of the Thai spa industry.
I'm delighted to hear that, Andrew, because about 30 years ago, I telephoned the Oriental Hotel to Kun Ponsi Lupeburn. I was coming from Australia, and I said, I need a massage. And when I arrived, it said, Mr. So-and-so, Mr. Jan actually, from Wat Po will come tomorrow morning. And this is 30 years ago. And I thought, a man, my goodness, I expected a female. And 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks, several weeks ago in Bangkok, Mr. Jan came to do my massage for me. All those years later. And he is now the senior teacher at Wat Po. So I'm very glad that Wat Po is held in such esteem.
Yes, it's as I said, it's the heart and soul of our industry. It's the home.
That's wonderful. When we lived here, Mr. Jan used to come to our house every Sunday morning for me and my husband and my mother, because there's nothing like Thai traditional massage.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right, and it's interesting you say that, because that whole element of the so-called mobile spa is also starting to grow a little bit as well, right? The day spas, hotel spas, they're well established and they're there and doing very nicely. But there's that whole sector of so-called mobile/home spas, which is also growing.
Where people will come to your home?
Yes.
That's interesting, isn't it?
So, yes. I mean, it's here in Thailand, I think probably because of affordability and accessibility, it's not such a big movement, right?
No.
And because people are looking more for the whole experience.
Yes.
Right? If you're doing it just from the point of view of having a massage at home, right, that's okay. You just have that, but you're not having the whole experience that you'll get if you go to a spa.
So there is an advantage in going to a spa.
Absolutely, absolutely. and that's why things like the upcoming health and beauty show, right? The tagline is Spa and Beauty Solutions, right? It's an all-in event. It's been brought forward a couple of months to what it is normally held.
Where are you going to have it?
It'll be held at Siam Paragon, right, in the centre of Bangkok.
Yes.
Right, there's lots of new and exciting things. It'll be a very, very different show to what it's been in years
Really?
gone by. Yes, right. It's very different focus. The Health and Beauty Show has actually been held in conjunction with Thai Spa Day 2009, which is the event which the Thai Spa Association organises. So we'll be running that in conjunction with. And there was also a spa symposium, right, with a number of international speakers who will be speaking about the spa industry as well. So there's lots happening with that.
Andrew, your own perspective and your own experience is invaluable in this country, because you and I met back at the very early part of 1990 something.
A week or two ago, yes.
Yes. And you were at Chivasom at that time.
Correct, yes.
And that was a really beginning point, wasn't it?
Yes, I mean, that was a property that came, it was one of the first
Yes.
of the industry. As historically, the industry started here in Thailand at the end of 1992.
Yes.
Chivasom opened in 1994.
Well, there you are. That's
So,
when we met.
Right, and between that there was, there was only a couple of others. There was only people like Banyan Tree in the Oriental that opened in between.
Yes.
So there wasn't too many people around. But it's interesting to see that even today, right, all these years later, with so many challenges we've been through with the growth and development of the industry, right, those players are still there because they've committed to
and
standards.
at the top.
Yes, they've got standards, they've got concept, they're clear about who they are and what they are, right? And they're, all driving forward accordingly.
Andrew, how many days will this spa exhibition cover?
This year it'll be for 3 days, right?
Starting again?
It starts on the 5th of June, right? 5th and 6th is for trade, on the 7th is for the general public, right? But like I said, it's a very, very different event. There's lots of things happening in there. Do not go expecting your normal trade show, right, health and beauty event that it has been for the past 8, 9, 10 years, whatever it is. This year there's just so many things planned, so many activities happening, so many new faces will be exhibiting. Right? It's a very, very different event.
Horwath will be to the fore.
Absolutely. We will be exhibiting at the event this year.
Are you doing something extraordinary?
We haven't actually worked that out yet. The team is working on it, but we are actually exhibiting for the first time as well. So
Oh, it's the first time?
the first time that we will have been exhibiting, because we see that it's, as an industry, the type of people that we're expecting, it's reached a level of maturity. And we've got great expectations for the event.
Well, thank you for joining me this morning and sharing it with us.
Thank you very
and
much.
giving people around the world the opportunity to know what's happening, but people here in Thailand, be sure to go and see this marvellous exhibition. Thank you, Andrew, very
Thank you.
much indeed.
Thank you.
After this little reminder, I'll introduce my next guest to you.